Wait, you buy
My one solution is to keep myself
cake.
strong.
Mama need 3 cake. And I gave her this. Yeah, I need.
Bless up, my people. Bless up, bless up. We're gonna test this thing here, see if it worked this morning. Hopefully it does. No, it's this on my lip gloss. You know, when you brush your teeth in the morning time and don't eat, not your lip get white. Guys, I woke up this morning and my throat feels sore again. And it's been raining here. It rained last night when it was very windy.
Hey, Mama, it's
But
not
I'm not
raining
sorry because
today.
it make inside the
Hey,
house
Mama,
cool.
I freaked
Why is this not coming on my lip?
I'm on my lip.
Mm-hmm.
On my lip, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
On my lip.
I'm trying to get some on my lip because it seemed like you guys squeezed it out. This was one of the clear liquid one. It seemed like the kids squeezed it out.
On my lip.
There's none coming out, but I'm just gonna pretend. Yes, family. Hola, como está? Muy bien, gracias.
Hola, cameta.
Alright, go over there. Go over there. So we're gonna try this thing here and see if it worked this morning. I had it drying out all night. So I wanna see if it work. I'm gonna get me some. Give me water, Amir. Give me the water, Amir. Give me water, Amir. Amir, get me some water. Give me a bottle of water.
Wait, I put in there.
No. We're not making no deal. I asked you to get me a bottle of water.
I get
Look,
right
I am asking him to give me a bottle of water.
I got the water and put it in the lemonade.
Amir, we're not playing that game. I asked you to give me a bottle of water. So please, can you do that? Can you do that? At least do that for Mama. Huh? Then look up in here, no, Jay. We have plenty. Look, I gotta start the clothes because the big one run out of clothes. Look up in there. There's more up in here than in the other one. Okay, thank you for. Oh, I don't want the brand new bottle of water because we never buy no water here. Mama. Catch me some water in here. Go in the bathroom and catch me some. I want to test this and see. Jay, I'm here. Go. So we want to go in the bathroom here and check, see what's going on. And then you find on. So good morning, family. Good morning. Good morning. Junior 94, good morning. Good morning. How you doing? Oh, thank you so much. Greetings to each and every one. Good morning. Come on, man. Go in the thing. Jay, get the water for me. I'm gonna test to see if this work again because the kids have damaged it. So good morning.
Me, Mom.
Hola. Huh?
Me.
No, you damaged it yesterday, but you're gonna say me, Mom. Yeah, so good morning. And then we're gonna see what the daily dose is for today. So we wanna make sure this thing works today. And you know what? I felt my throat like seemed like I'm not getting better. I might have to. I woke up this morning with another sore throat. I don't know what's going on, but whatever it is, it ain't gonna hold me down no more. Whatever it is, no more flu. It ain't gonna hold us down. Come on, hurry up. Give me the water. Give me that. Let me give some of the medicine. They don't like medicine. They hate medicine. Can't blame them, but they hate it. Give me it. Go around this side. Go around this side. So good morning. You said where you're from. I am originally from Jamaica, living in Michigan.
Oh, 2 towers.
He said the medicine 2 tower. He said the medicine 2 tower. Put this over here. We're not easy, you know. Yeah, so yes, man. So I'm in Michigan right now.
Why are you buying lemonade?
I'm not buying no lemonade.
Oh. I'm buying this.
Jay, give me the water now, babe. Huh?
I don't see an empty bottle.
I mean, where's the empty bottle I gave you?
I throw it.
He threw it there.
No, I throw it in the trash.
What?
Trash.
Well, he always throwing my stuff away.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Early in the morning. Oh, I got my cocoa butter cream here. I'm using this. This work too, you know.
Okay.
You put this. Ooh, it's cold.
Cool.
Yes. This is very good if you have scar. Like not old scar, but newly scar. What you gonna put it on?
Look, I'm the police.
Oh, you're the police?
Yeah, look, I got the police.
You have the walkie-talkie. Okay. You
Yeah.
wanna be a police officer?
Mama, I got female.
I don't know where the.
Oh no, it's not a makeup. This is just cocoa butter. But if you let's say you have scars or so forth, but if you have new scars or anything, it take it off. Even with little children, if they have any little bruises that are freshly, not old scar. You don't take the old scar off. But like the little
What happens if you put it on the old scar?
you don't really take it off. But fresh scars are so yes, you take it off. And cleanse your skin, make your skin fresh, soft.
Mama, why you buy this? Why you buy this?
I boil it up, $1.
Wait, Mom.
Nobody giving me the water this morning?
No,
I can't see out to water.
Rinse that out and give me that bottle.
Mama,
Cold water.
I'm
Cold water.
trash.
I'm gonna drink
I give me a cup.
I'm
Huh?
throwing the trash.
Hands up, boys! Stop it!
Yeah, it's like a cream. Yeah, cocoa butter cream. But it's really good though. In fresh scars also. Trust me, it work. I test it, so I know. Even on my kids, I test it. Like if they have the big one have bad skin, so any little bruises or so he have bad skin.
Mama, I'm bagging.
You know, so it work. You don't put it on like cream. You see, it work.
Mama, I'm bagging.
Huh?
What? I'm bagging on my leg.
You have bad skin on your legs, so your face don't got bad skin. It's just a leg. I love when the baby talk. You see. When he wants, he say, I got bad skin. Come on with the water, the baby want to test this stuff if it work.
This?
Hmm?
That's not working.
No. Then last night I hide this thing at the window for it to dry. Last night I was almost mad at my son. I'm like, where you doing my stuff? Because I at first I had laid down on the ground for it to Jaden. And then when I look, I saw it on the window pail. I'm like, whew, Lord. And this is good for dry skin. If you have dry skin. It's really good. They sell these all over the place. I get mine in 9 Mile. They have this store in 9 Mile. I forgot the place here in Michigan that I got mine. But it's out there in 9 Mile by Coolidge. That's where I got the cocoa butter. Right out there by Coolidge. So that's where I got mine. You got the water? Jaden. Where's the water?
You put the water in here and then
No. I said get the water. Turn the pipe on and give me some cold water, not hot water. I want to test this thing to see if it works. So I get mine from there. It's so windy. And some part here that had the storm last night get damaged. I see it on the news where a farmer thing there got damaged. His farm. So that's kind of sad right there.
Mama, Daddy.
Enjoy with Naomi. Good morning. Why you always give me warm water?
Wait, what?
You don't really follow instruction. You gotta learn to follow instruction.
Mama, cold water or hot water?
No, I said cold water. Here, Jaden, open your mouth. Open your mouth. Come on. Come on. The last night was kind of chilly. Come on. Open. Haha. Ah. Yeah. So it's a good morning, my dears. Good morning. So I'm gonna drop like 2 drops of this up in here. 1, probably 2. They smell so fresh. These are not really sweet, but they're just more calming. So I'm gonna see if this thing work because the kids damaged it yesterday. So they damaged it yesterday, so I'm gonna pour some water in here. I'm not gonna pour a whole lot. I'm just gonna pour a little bit and pray it work. Pray it work. Because I like it. I like the color changes. And cover it.
Did it work?
I'm not sure yet.
Is it working?
I'm not sure. And then I already had this thing plugged in, so I'm gonna plug it in here. It's a subscriber give this to me in the family, so I treasure when people give me stuff.
What? It did have gold on
So
it?
let's see if it works.
Please work, please.
Who is praying?
Yay!
All that I
Hold on.
need is. So
Let
all
me
that
see.
you need is to
It
take
was.
the water on and let it dry.
Mom, I won.
Okay, watch that thing on my face.
Stop!
We want. Ooh, smell good.
So good.
Where we smell it?
You can smell the aroma. So guys, let me see, because the last time they did it, it didn't work. But what I did this time was pull it
Mama,
apart,
I did it.
put the piece of it on the window, open the window pane, and let the air blow out. So if you have one of these and this kid them turn it over or anything, and you think it's damaged, it might damage right there and then. But all you have to do is let the air dry, turn it down, let the air dry, and then here you have it back. Okay. So this smells good.
Mama, I smell it.
Mm,
I smell it.
this smells so good, guys. Yeah.
It
So.
smells good, Mom.
So I like. Ooh,
Mama.
smell. Let me show you the one that I put in there. So if you want to see which one, this is
that?
the one I put in there.
Mama, that one?
Yeah, I think they call it what do you call it?
Eat that.
This one.
Mama, that is nice.
That one smell good. So it's working back, guys. I feel
Mama.
good. When somebody give me something, for those who don't know
Mama,
me, I
you
love to
happy?
treasure it because.
Mama, you happy?
Oh yes, mommy's happy.
Hey.
So I was saying, when someone give me something, family, I like to treasure it because I want to mean treasure it. I appreciate it, so I want to take care of it because I look at life like this. It's something that I didn't have for myself, and then somebody give it to me. I wanted one, but I didn't have it, or didn't get nowhere to get it, or so, and then somebody know where to get it and give it to me, or they had one and they have an upgrade and give me the one that they had before. I love to treasure these things because these things are memories. When somebody give me something, I like to keep the memories, you know. I actually, even right now in Jamaica, I still have this skirt. There's a skirt in Jamaica, one of those plaid skirt, like the plaid you see people wearing now. And that plaid skirt was given to me by our 7th grade teacher. Yeah, 7th grade teacher, because I didn't go to grade 6 at the time because I didn't born in the school here, so I had to go to grade 7. And she was so nice to me. She was an Indian teacher, and she just took a liking into me when because I was so tiny, and she gave me this skirt. Now come over this side. She gave me this skirt, guys, and up till now I still have that skirt. And that, I mean, from all in school. Who no wear mask? Where's the mask? Go in the kitchen, there's a bag of masks, you know. You need to put on a mask.
No, it's man.
Move him and turn that over.
The man is in the car.
Yeah. And I have that up till this blessed day. So I like to treasure stuff, you know. And I think I brought a few things here when I was coming from Jamaica. But they can't fit me no more because I grew out them. They can't fit me. But I'm just telling you guys that I like to treasure stuff because you see the memories you create when somebody give you stuff, it's gonna be a memory that you can't replace, no matter what. Even if you and them no longer friends are, so I still treasure this stuff. I don't know about anybody else. You never hear the song. You didn't hear the song say the moment that I treasure. I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fall asleep, but I appreciate it, you know. And I believe life should, anything somebody give us should be appreciated because it's something that we didn't have, you know. So I treasure that. But anyway, today let me read the message for today. I probably have to take this stand. I have a stand behind me. Probably have to take it. But I love it. Ooh, this smells so good. But anyway.
No.
I got my mirror right there. Okay. Go in the playroom and start cleaning up.
What? We want to see you.
And we're gonna do a drawing for you. Anyway, let me see what today's message is. We're not gonna stay long. Today is how much? I'm on the phone. I'm running over. Hey, listen. Are you gonna listen?
Yes.
Are you? All right, so let me see what today's message is. All right, so yesterday we didn't read yesterday's message, and today's message. Ooh, I like this one. I like the heading already. So hopefully it's in. I'm here.
Oh.
Oh, you're looking in the mirror. Oh, okay. I got a mirror right here. They're like looking in there. So let's not be distracted by them. Anyway. So yesterday message was May 16. It's saying, I am your Lord. Seek me as a friend and lover of your soul. But remember that I am also King of the kings, sovereignty over all. Excuse my language with that pronunciation there. You can make some plans as you gaze into the day that stretches out before you. But you need to hold those plans tentatively, anticipating that I may have other ideas. You know, like when anybody ever heard the saying said, while man is planning, God is wiping? That's what come to my head when he talk about. But you need to hold those plans tentatively, anticipating that I may have other ideas. That's him. He talking about him for you. The most important thing to determine is what to do right now. Instead of scanning the horizon of your life, looking for things that need to be done, concentrate on the task before you and the ones that never leaves your side. Let everything else fade into the background. This will unclutter your mind, allowing me to occupy more and more of your consciousness. Trust me to show you what to do when you have finished what you are doing now. I will guide you step by step as you bend your will to mine. Thus you stay close to me on the path of peace. And this is from Proverbs 19, verse 21, and Luke 1, verse 79. And this was yesterday's lesson. I am your Lord. Seek me as a friend and a lover of your soul. But remember that I am also the King of Kings, let's not go evil there. If you know that word, overall. That was one of my downfall there. But anyway, let's keep going. So today's lesson for May 17. For May 17, let's see what the lesson says now. Sorry. As you sit quietly in my presence, remember that I am a God of abundance. I will never run out of resources. My capacity to bless you is unlimited. You live in a world of supply and demand, where necessary things are often scarce, even if you personally have enough. You see poverty in the world around you. It is important for you to comprehend the lavishness of my provisions, the fullness of my glorious riches. Through spending time in my presence, you gain glimpses of my overflowing vastness. These glimpses are tiny foretastes of what you will experience externally in heaven. Even now, you have access to as much of me as you have faith to receive. Rejoice in my abundance, living by faith, not by sight. And this is also taken from Philippians 4, verse 19, and 2 Corinthians 5, verse 7. So, as you sit quietly today, I'm just going to paraphrase. As you sit quietly today, wherever we are sitting, like me, I'm sitting in my chair. Jaden! No. You know, they like to just come nice beside me and they know how to rub me. You know? But anyway, we're not going to let distraction bother us. As you sit quietly in my presence, remember that I am God of abundance. I will never run out of resources. And that's why I said anything we're going through, doesn't matter what, put it to Him. He said right here, even though it's from a book, it's not really a Bible, but it is quoted from Philippians 4, verse 19 and 2 Corinthians 5, verse 7. He said, I will never run out of resources. My capacity to bless you is unlimited. And that's why when we're going through anything and we think that nothing is there for us, we have to put it to Him and He will bless us in abundance. Just make sure what is it you're asking Him for is something that we need and not want. Because many times we want something and literally not needed it. And that is where our downfall is sometimes. It's like we go to the store and we see something. We don't even a second guess to see if it is a want or a need. We get it and then we come home for 2 3 months, we still haven't opened it. So therefore, it's like it was a want. It wasn't really a need, because if it's a need, you're gonna need it right there and then. Like how you need a car in most places to go around. You need a house to keep a roof over your head. Those things are needs. You know what I mean? Taking care of ourselves, that's a need, and it's also a necessity. Jaden, what did I ask you to do just now? Repeat, what did I ask you to do before? Okay, then why you haven't done? You go clean up.
No.
He said sorry. Go clean up now, both of you. Put the toys back up where you have them. Thank you. Sorry, family. That's all right. There's no apology for your children. You have to deal with them if you have to. You live in a world of supply and demand, where necessary things are often scarce, because sometimes the good things are always scarce, and then the things that are not really good for you, they're always in abundance, always. But sometimes you have to do what you have to do. If it's a survival mode you're in, you gotta do what you gotta do. But even if you personally have enough, you see poverty in the world around you. And I love the fact that he said that even sometimes we may have things in abundance, and this may not apply to you when you see the poverty around the poverty, because it's not affecting you because you have things in abundance. But just looking around you is like driving around the neighborhood, and like this morning when they had the storm, driving around the neighborhood, you see all the things that are flattened, whether people lost their homes, lose their farms, lose their cars, lose their life, or so it might not affect you because you're not in that position, but you definitely see it around you. You see what is taking place around you. It's just like you see something's happening, even if it's not happening close to you, but it's happening around you. You know what I mean? Every day somebody is out of something. We don't have no home. We got burnt down, or whatever storm destroyed this, destruction of property by humankind and so forth. So even if it may not affect you because you're not in that personally in that category, but you will see the things that are affecting others. And that's one of the reasons why we have to also be very mindful of how we look and perceive others, because we have it in abundance. Because we have it in abundance doesn't mean our sister and brother, whether near or far, have it in abundance. They could be in the poverty line, and that's why it's good when we see others stepped up to the plate and start to see a need and try to fill that gap, because there's always resources, as it say in here. There's always resources out there, and that is so true. Even when people lose something, like lose anything, there's resources out there. Sometimes it's hard to get to the resources, but they are out there. Sometimes you might not be aware of the resources because you get caught up in the stuff that is happening to you, and it's affecting you so much that you're not thinking clearly, even though help might be out there for you. Which I agree, help is always out there. It's just that sometimes it's to catch ourselves and to see, okay, how are we gonna take the first step to navigate to there. So just remember, so even you, if you have personally have enough, doesn't mean that everybody have enough. Okay. And that's why it's not good to judge. Not because you have it you will say, oh, but I worked so hard for it, or I went to school, I have a qualification, and blah blah blah, all of that. But life set us back in ways sometimes for us to understand what is around us. Sometimes it's not what is for us, but it's what is around us, for us to see the angles that things can affect just about anybody. And sometimes you can have it in abundance and lose it all. So it's very good when we have stuff. We bless others, we appreciate others, and we try to do good with the things that we have. Because he always have resources out there. Even when you bless somebody, you think that, but I gave away my last dime. He will bless you back triple for that dime you just give away. He will bless you back for anything you give, whether it's a donation to the charity organization that are out there on the ground helping with the communities. I know I wouldn't even say just poverty community, because when destruction struck nowadays, it's not just affecting poverty community. It is affecting every single people that are around. Because remember now, poverty is around us. We might be in the center. It's just like land. We have land, but water surround the land. So same thing, water is always dividing. When you're up in the air, anybody who travel in planes, take a good look. If you have a window seat, you take a good look and look at water divide lands. Water divide the lands. So sometimes we'll be looking and you say, okay, we're looking at poverty, but even though we have it enough, we divided by the poverty because we're not in the poverty. And that's why it's good to always give when we can. And once we have enough, we always try to spread our wings, let the wings spread different places so other community can also improve and elevate themselves. And a lot of people who are also scared to give directly, they can also give to these organizations that are out there that are helping, to combat poverty, combat hunger. Give that way if you have it in enough. As it says in Philippians 4 verse 19, 2 Corinthians 5 verse 7, right there. And he said, it is impossible for you to comprehend the lavishness of my provisions. All the things that we're going to see, the lavishness, the extravagant, it's like sitting here, for many years. I'm here and I always just put this chair, for example. I just put it in my basket. Keep put it in my basket every year. I'm going to get it, I'm going to get it. And I just keep putting it in there. Just keep putting it in there, keep putting it in there. And then one day I finally get it. So it just goes to show that when we give, we will receive. And don't give just to receive. Give from your heart. Give with a willingness. Don't just give because you want to receive. No. When you give, you will receive. But don't think of the idea as, you know what, I'm just gonna give because God said I'm gonna receive. Don't look back for anything. Just give. If you're gonna give your 100% or support somebody, just support them 100%. Because one day you never know, you might in a deep situation, and those same persons you support will be coming to your rescue, but you don't know. They don't have to come themselves. They could hear your story out there, anything, and they decide to send somebody to help you. And you may not know who it is, because not everybody want to be public with how they help others. So be mindful of how we do things. And just remember this part: if we don't take anything from as you sit quietly in my presence, remember that I am God of abundance. Remember this part. Even if you personally have enough, you see poverty in the world around you. Remember that, because that's something we all have to ponder on sometimes, because we wonder that, oh, I have it, so you think everybody must have it. No, that's not how life works. That's why he created everybody. Some will have it in abundance, some won't have it in abundance. And that's why he created us like that, so we can spread the love. He spread love to us. He wants us to spread love. And I think maybe that's one of the reasons why he created us in our way. We design in our way that it's not that all of us can have it in abundance, but he's not going to create all of us to have things in abundance at once. Then how is this world would be running one-sided, unbalanced? He created that balance just to see how beautiful of a nation we can be when we spread our love. Spread our blessing right all over where we can. What I mean? And just don't look back, because he will always bless you. When situation come and you think, oh Lord, look of all I give, but no one is here to support me. That's not true. Your seed is planted. You just gotta wait for it to be watered. You gotta wait for it to grow. No, you gotta water it and wait for it to grow. It's not when you just plant the seed, it's gonna just come up and say, hey, look at me. Look at me, you could go harvest me now. No, that's not how we go. And for everybody who planting a crop now, you understand. So if you're into this crop seasoning, where you're planting the seed and so forth. You know about germination and all of these things, and it takes some time, up to 7 days before you start. You will start see something within, I think, 4 to 5 days, and then going up, then you 7 days now you see something really fully. Say, yeah, I see a little sprout or so forth. So you know about these things. So things take time. And that's why they have different crops. Yeah. So everything now coming in abundance at one time, then how would we manage for the rest of the season or for the rest of the time? You see what I'm saying? When everything is done and over. So you see, he spread his wing, and that's why we have to spread ours. He said, through spending time in my presence, you gain glimpses of my overflowing vastness. And you see, it go back to how we believe in him. We got to believe in him. We got to trust in him. We got to be obedient in him. We got to follow through. And although many times we're obedient, but sometimes we fall out. But that's all right. He understands us. He will forgive us. But we got to go to him. We can't go to mankind. We got to go to him. What he's making peace with him is making peace with everybody you have problem with. That's my opinion. Making peace with your father is making peace with the people you have problem, because he created all of us, whether we like them or not. He created all human beings, every animal, every single thing on this planet. Apart from what you see, AI is generated, but even though AI generating so many things, he created us and AI using some of the things that are from nature or humankind to create what you see they're creating as a man-made thing. But it come from the natural environment. Whether we like it or not, these things that you see mankind are making, they still come from the natural environment, which was not made by man. But the stuff, the resources, remember I said he got a lot of resources out there. And people who found those resources and utilize those resources are spreading their wings. You know, look at cars. People found the resources to make cars. The resources was out there. And somebody with that clever brain, remember he said, is one spirit, but that one spirit gave all of us that ability to do whatever it needs to be done. Sometimes we linger along because we can't find ourselves. It's like we can't find our niche, but it's out there. It's out there. We just got to keep searching and don't give up. Don't give up. Many times we feel like giving up, but we still have to remind ourselves to hold on. It's like this song says, hold on a little longer. Hold on. Because many times we feel like giving up. Many times we feel like giving up, including myself. I'm including myself in anything I'm doing, because it's very important to include, because you don't want to just tell people don't give up, but you out here giving up. You see what I'm saying? So we can't give up. We have to be reminded that the resources are out there. So tell yourself the resources are out there. Sometimes the question is how to get to the resources. But if we start asking ourselves questions, and so we put it to him, and he gonna send the pathways is already created. And that's my opinion. The pathways are already created. The path that we're going to tread on this earth is already created. And I don't think nobody just drop anywhere by mistake. I think these things were just ordained to we plant here, plant there, meet here, meet there. I don't think anything is by mistake. Because then we all would be a mistake then on this planet. I don't think so. He know the time frame of everything that was going to happen to us, but it's for us to find connection with him. He said, in his presence. And they have a song out there say, in his presence there is fullness of joy. At his right hand there is pleasures forever. You know that song? In his presence there is fullness of joy. At his right hands, they are pleasures forever. Oh, Lord, I can't sing. So there are pleasures forever. We just have to look to him at his right hand, left hand, whatever hand you use. Look to him. And they said, look to him, and by faith, we move right along. And that's why it's not good. They said it's not good when we dwell on the things that are not for us. We can speak about it, but try to find strength in moving on. Because I said all the time, all of our problem is not out there to get us. They're out there for direction. It's like summer coming, you're gonna have a lot of detour because you're gonna have traffic so backed up that you may have the police intervene and they say, oh, we they having an event here, you have to detour, and they will tell you where to go, or if you listen to the news, if there is any problem or so before you go head out the morning time, very important, they tell you, hey, and so and such 90 I-94 or blah 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 I-75 or I-96 blah blah blah, there is so and so, so we have to go here or go there, so it's teaching you how to detour. So it's very important to learn how to understand what is around you. Very important. Okay, you might not be in the situation, but it's also to be aware. So you see how awareness comes in? Because even though he said right here, he said even if you personally have enough, you see poverty in the world around you. So it's also telling us to be mindful that not because we have it doesn't mean everybody else have it. So we have to be mindful and be aware. And when we are mindful and aware, and just be thankful for the things he put around us. Because even the little things, when we have it in abundance, we take for granted. You go into a community that is full of poverty and all these things, can't get no job or anything, and you take those things that we would take for granted, like, oh, I don't use that, I don't need that, and you take it there, and you will see how people appreciate those things, and you'll be surprised how they can turn those things that you give to them into something that you, because we have it in, when I mean you, we're talking us that have stuff. I don't got anything like that, but I mean, we still got something. But just look at this thing that we would give away, and we say, I don't have no purpose for this, I don't got no use for this. But then you don't give it to, even if you give it to your sister from down in the village, or down here, down wherever.
Hey, Mama.
Yeah? In the rural areas, let's use the rural areas, and you give them some, and you never know, have no use of that thing, because you couldn't think of anything to do with that stuff. But you give it to somebody else in the rural area, see what they do with it, and you'll be shocked. Some people buy it and say, I'm sorry, I give it away. Because they didn't even know that he even have an extra button, or he could have worn like this, or he could have styled like this, or you could have stepped it, you could have cooked it like this. Sometimes they don't know. And you see, even though we're looking at these things, and we would be thinking of things in a different way when we got things. Sorry, we think of, we don't think like people who don't got stuff. And when I mean, when in certain things, when you got certain things, you're not gonna think like the man that don't got it. Your mindset is not gonna be like them, and that's why it's very much, we have to learn to appreciate others. And that's why we have different ideas, different vision, different mission, different dreams, different aspiration. Sometimes you give somebody, like, now you have a lot of people who donate like cars and so to someone. They might have a little scratch on it, and they say they don't want it, but they know somebody that wants something, and they give it to them. And you would see that that car lasts some people, if they take care of their stuff, another 10 years. Let's not go exaggerate so far. Maybe another 5 years, nice and clean. And you'll be shocked when you had it, you have peer problem, because it wasn't meant for you. It was just like meant to give away. And you give it to somebody else, and you might run into the PRC next 5 years down the line, and you realize, like, what? You still got that thing? A lot of us can all attest, even shoes. Sometimes you give shoes away, or clothes or so, and that clothes did not look good on you, for not even to spare your life. You didn't like it, or how it look on you, how it fit you, and all this, and you give it to your sister, your brother, and you see how they rock it, because that was meant for them. Yeah? You give it to your sister, your brother, you see how they rock that suit, how they rock that pants, they rock that dress, anything. Sometimes you have a wig, like females, we always have some wig somewhere, and you give it to your brother, or not your brother, sorry. You give it to your sisters or your auntie or something, and the wig, you in your head, it didn't look good on you. But then you give it to the person who your instinct tell you to give it to, and you see it, and then you're mad to take it back, and you're like, what? Not to say you want to take it back, but just to see how it just sit on that person, how it look good on that person, and you say, yeah, but that was meant for that person. It was meant, you know. It's like sometimes we're going through life and we're looking at others, but we don't need to look at them to wonder. We just need to look about appreciating the stuff around us, because the world They talk about the poverty with the world and everything. And we got to be mindful. Yeah? Just got to be mindful and be thankful. Be grateful for everything because everything make the universe up and everything counts regardless, And that's why I say, rejoice in my abundance, living by faith and not by sight. And we have to learn to understand that. Because sometimes when we get to the next point, we believe that no, because we're no longer here, we must live by sight. And that's what happened to this world. We want to live by sight, but not by faith. We no longer live by faith. Before we were living by faith. Lord, if you could give me this, I'm going to do that. Lord, if you could help me with this, I'm going to stop this. Lord, if I... And sometimes we get over ourselves because we're not listening. We're asking him for stuff. He give it to us, but we're not listening. So therefore, we didn't have no reasonability when those things come to us. So we start act by sight. Instead of we continue to have that faith, that strength. Remember, we didn't have strength, but he gave it to us. We didn't have nothing, but he gave it to us. He planted things along there, and that's why I like to say I am thankful for past and present people, because guess what? They come when it was needed. They come when it was important. They come when it was necessary. And if it's their time to go, what they call it, elope somewhere else or spread their wings somewhere else, I cannot be mad. I cannot, because when you look at this world around you, people come, people go. Even us, we're going to come and we're going to go. We plant our seed, which is our children. When we gone somewhere, elope somewhere else for good, rest in place, they're going to left here to pick up the pieces or find themselves. And some things they're not going to find when they're around us. They're not going to find it when they are around us. They're going to have to find it on their own. And that's why they said some things are learned and some things are not learned. They have to find it on their own. And even us as adults, we having children, is after we have children, we learn a thing or two. Not to say we didn't see our nieces, our auntie, our mother, our fathers, our brothers, or whatever, with all these things, like having children, grandchildren. But then if you never even change a diaper, it's a new thing for you. You see what I'm saying? Because you're a new mom or you're a new dad. And all the things that you see people did before, and you were just fascinated by it and looking at them and saying, oh, I would never do that. Ooh, you don't know what's going to happen to you when your day come. You don't even know how you're going to react as a mother. Sometimes we envision things, and then when reality come, that's not reality. That's not our imagination no more. It's reality here now. Everything that you're going to see happening to us now is what reality is going to bring. Our imagination, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then when reality comes, it's like, oh yeah, it's just another day. But we have to still be thankful, be grateful, because that's what's going to help us to navigate. It's just like this little thing here. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I got me a computer decks and thing. Grateful, thankful, because now the kids I can put the internet on, the kids, they can sit here and watch a little cartoon or something right here. Even though they had a little TV, but give them something else to not, so they don't have to accustom to the everyday life things. They can see something else different and they can appreciate these things. And as parents, we have to teach our kids to appreciate things around them, even if it looks shagala bagala. We still have to teach them to appreciate it, because it's something that you didn't have, something that you didn't have. So when somebody hands something to me, I make sure I appreciate it, and I want to hold to it as long as possible, even if I have to transition it down the line. But I want to take care of it so others can be blessed by it. When I can bless to transition to something else, like say upgrade. When you upgrade, then you bless somebody with the thing that you had before. So but we have to take care of stuff. If we don't take care of stuff, how you gonna bless somebody? You can't bless somebody with the garbage. You understand? So when we take care of our stuff and it's in good condition and everything is good, then you bless others with it. Don't hold it, just bless others. You know, I had to learn that you can't hold things that you no longer need. You know, make it become a need for somebody else. Go bless somebody else with it, because it could be somebody else's need out there. Let go give it. They have so many organizations here that collect stuff. Give it to them so they can, people will come in and they can bless others with it. Okay, you never know. You know, they say one man trash is a next man treasure. I believe in that. I believe in it because sometimes people look at you and they tear you down, they flop you, embarrass you, make you look like you're nobody. But you know that song where I think Jolly Roll or something singing, they say, I am here to tell somebody, even though I'm a nobody, but I'm here to tell somebody. You know what I mean? So don't be too hard on ourselves, as that in passage here said right here. I think it was in, you said, don't be so hard on ourselves. Because sometimes we be so hard on ourselves, not understanding that we need to relax. You know. So we don't need to be so hard on ourselves. Yes, this was May 9. He said, don't be so hard on yourself. I can bring good even out of your mistakes. So this was May 9 message. He said, don't be so hard on yourself. I can bring good even out of your mistakes. Your finite mind tends to look back, longing to undo decisions you have come to regret. This is a waste of time and energy, leading only to frustration. Instead, this is how you find the solution now. He tell you what was the problem, but this is how you go find the solution now. He said, instead of pondering in the past, release your mistakes to me, not me, but to him. Look to me in trust, anticipating that my infinite creativity can weave both good choices and bad into a loving design. So you see how he come and he give you the solution. So and that's why he said even the bad. He said even the bad into a lovely design. So even the people that we will look at, even look, we can't start with the children because everything starts from ground level. We look at children and they're bad, they're bad. But when they grow up, doesn't mean they have to be bad. Because they were learning to be kids and developing and functioning at their level. And it's for us as a nurturer to nurture them into adulthood and so forth. So sometimes even when we cast people out and say badness and this and that, we can find the good in it. We can shape them. Because when mistakes are happening, it's for us to correct the mistake. You know, it's just a pity that sometimes people look at the mistake that people make in life and we crucify them. Don't know when our mistake is going to come. But we cast crucifixion on them so quick that we don't even think that what is say right here, that looking to me in trust, anticipating that my infinite creativity can weave both good choices and bad into loving design. How many people have we seen over the years? Like even I can use for example, Jesse Rawl or whatever his name is, been to jail for so many times and he came back out and he started to use his voice to go good. So even though he had done something bad in the past, but the Lord waved his lovely design into him to transform him so he can start to even speak up on the behalf of so many young youth. He can relate. He can relate to what young people are going through. He can relate to the system. He can relate to every little thing because he been there in the badness. And people say, "Oh, you're bad, or you that," but he God give him another chance, and it's for him to utilize that chance that is given. Because not everybody get a second chance in life. Because some don't live to tell the second chance in anything, whether good or bad. You know, some things are just if you know, you know. So for him to get those chances from being a bad person, like robbing people, whatever they were doing, and God give him the chance now to come and publicly speak and stand up, helping young people, helping young men to navigate their way. That's what we need in society. People who can be brave enough to take on that baton. It's like you pass the torch down so that, you know, the mistake that they were going to make, because they can learn from you. Everybody not gonna learn from each other. We just gotta understand that, because some of us, we are hard headed. Doesn't mean we're not understanding or we're not respect what you're saying or anything. But we have to keep going. The world smile with Basil. How you doing? Greeting, my brother. Greeting. Hope you had a wonderful day. Yes, we did. We feel like it's still coming down, but we're having a wonderful time. How you doing? So just remember that part. He can wave his lovely design into the choices, whether good or bad. So remember that, family, because many times we just look at the bad things and we run with it and we make a epistle out of the bad. But where is the good? How are we going to navigate our way from the bad to get to the good? So we got to learn to look at these things, family. Don't cast people out because you never know when our judgment is coming. All of us have a story. And all of us will somehow go down sometime in life. Whether it's on camera or off camera, you don't know. And that's why we have to learn to embrace others and find solutions. Solutions. Digging somebody who is already in the mud, down in the mud, not going to help no one. Because sometimes we judging someone and don't even know that our judgment is just right around the corner. It's just for us to finish judge this person, then the Lord start have him, then they start have his way with us. So we have to be mindful. Be blessed when you're blessed. Be blessed and spread your wings, spread your love. You know. We've bought good choices and bad choices into lovely design. Even us as kids, how many of us can attest how we run our mother down to the floor? We run our parents down to the floor. Because some people, we grow up with both parents. Some people, you grow up with single parents. That's fine. How many of us run them down to the ground? But look at what we turned out to be. Many of us turn out to be something good. Some of us falter along the way. Some of us run our parents dry. But how many of us turn out to be lawyers, doctors, teachers, nurses, cosmetologists, skill trade, mechanical engineering, electrician? How many of us, because we need somebody to fix these lights, right? So everybody can't just be doctors, right? Because even doctors need these electricians to make sure everything's set up right. So all the devices they're going to use run by light, right? All these procedures that they're going to run by electricity. So we have to respect that field. Because it's very important, because without light in this world, hey, this world would be darkness. And then all of us would be like darkness. But the mere fact that one spirit that give all of us that ability to spread our love all over the place, we gotta be thankful for it. Gotta be thankful. I remember, if we can run our parents dry, what say our children? Remember the things, and that's why I respect the people who can share their stories about their life. It wasn't perfect, because a lot of people casting stone on others because they see their downfall. We don't know our downfall. And that's 100%. We don't know what's going to happen to us. We don't know what we're going to do in the next 5 years. We don't know if we're going to even run in the law. We don't know what we're going to do. And even the people who are put there to split justice or something, they don't even know themselves when they're going to run in the law. I've seen many judges that are judging people right now run themselves into the law too. You're seeing so many things that we say people of society who ought to know better, need to do better. They themselves become a part of the law too. They themselves was a part of the bad part of the law too. The choices they made. But guess what? The lovely design wavering back and they catch themselves back. Even the chief himself that run the nation right now, the chief. But now he came back and he fully loaded again and he come back to do what he needs to do. But when we're looking at casting stone, we got to remember these people. They had a story behind them. Even the chief. The chief, right? The chief, we're looking at the chief. Even the chief. And if the chief can make errors and mistake, but he didn't dwell in his mistake. He kept going. Because there was more to him. He kept going. And that's what we need to understand. We kept going and kept help finding solution to help combat some of the things that are out there. If we don't help find solution to combat these things, we are going to fall victim also. So don't be quick to judge people. Just check because we don't know. We don't know what our story is going to look like in the next. We know what we see now because wherever we are, but we don't know what's going to happen to us in the next year, the next day, the next month, the next week. We don't know. And that's why they say we live every day like it's our last. We get up, we be thankful, we be grateful, we be appreciative, and pray for these people that are out there and doing the things that they're not supposed to. Because you never know when things will happen to us. We're not perfect. We're not, and that's why we don't need to be so hard on ourselves. You know, And he said, because you are human, you will continue to make mistakes. Yeah. Are we listening? Because you are human, you will continue to make mistakes. Thinking that you should live an error-free life is symptomatic, sim, symptomatic, of pride. So when you think that, oh, error-free mistake, oh, we all make mistake, baby. So don't dive in because you see somebody else's sorrow and you want to judge like you don't make mistake. Don't curse. No judgment. No judgment. Maybe we should just go back in our closet and check how much mistake we have written down and hidden or throw it in the water, in the ocean. Probably we should check that one, yeah? So be careful of how we cast others out. Your failures can be a source of blessing, humbling you and giving you empathy for other people in their weaknesses. So we gotta appreciate everything and respect the things around us. We don't have to accept the things around us. You gotta remember that. But we appreciate them because they are showing us that, hey, you see that road? I don't want to go that road. Because it shows. So the things that are shown to us, that even the things that are bad that you see are out there now in public, even with what's going on in the media and the cases that are put against top people in industries or the music world or so forth, is not for us to cast judgment on those people. Those things are there for us to understand that, you know what, I don't want to make those mistakes. So I'm happy when you look, not happy about the things that are happening because it's sad, but at the same time it is shaping us as young people, even if you're not young but you were about to make the same kind of mistake because you're in a ditch where you say anything is anything, give it to me. So now when you see the danger of these things, the hurt that it can put not just you, but other people life in, you start to say, you know what? Because if people didn't make these mistakes and they posted all they thank God for media house, thank God for social media and so forth. Because a lot of these things we wouldn't heard of, we wouldn't see it, we wouldn't know to talk about these things or even say we're not gonna do that. You understand? We could be the next. But because we see these things now, it can shape, it can shift our perspective, shift our mind frame and tell ourselves we're better than that. We don't need to do that. You understand? Because the consequences of life is greater. Mom. When we do stuff, yeah. Mom. How you doing?
I'm feeling fine.
Are you feeling fine?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second. I'll be right there, okay?
Okay.
All right. Ta-ta.
Ta-ta.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Love you.
Love you.
Okay, so the consequences of life is greater for anything we're gonna do. So I don't want nobody to cast no judgment on anyone, or so it's best to start looking our closet. We had everybody have something hidden somewhere. Don't come and you hear what they say? Thinking that you should live in error-free life is symptomatic of pride. Even the man that make millions, billions, have something in his closet. Even the man that you see come up now, and when I mean man, we're talking human being on a whole, not just man as in man. Everybody you see that come up, they had to tell themselves enough is enough because they don't want to live that life no more in a negative, abundant life. They don't want to live the negative, abundant life. They want to spread their wings and they want to give back and help others and so forth because they have experience. And a lot of these people that you see sharing their stories now, even when you listen to so many of these people who been there, done that, and you see they showing this thing, they got experience. So they're sharing it. If you don't got the experience, how you gonna share something with somebody? It's like fumbling for examples. Yeah, you're trying to find an example. The man who have experience in a lot of stuff, he don't need to fumble for example because he's an example. If you understand what I mean. But when we don't, when we're coming to talk about something that we never been in, we have to shuffle for examples because we can't use ourselves because we never been there. We never lived that life. You understand? But the man who live a certain life, he don't need to shuffle for example. And just think about it. It's like you're going somewhere and you're gonna talk on somebody's life. You have to either go to his family members and stuff to find out what was this person like when you're gonna create something. To see what was this person like, to give some examples of this person and how they come out of those things. But we don't go into those things. We fumble for example. We struggle with example. But the man that have experience in something, he don't shuffle for example. Because he's a living testimony and a walking testimonies of examples. Yeah? It's like talking about that monstrous disease. You don't have no example of it. We're only talking about it to be aware of it and know that it's out there. Yeah? But the man who live it, feel the pain, feel the agony, feel the stress, he don't have to shuffle him or her, don't have to shuffle for no example because they are their example. They are an example. Even when you see society making an example out of a man who do something bad, he got a bunch of examples that we are gonna capitalize on and hopefully use it to do better than what we see others didn't use their life to do. So when we look to other people's life, it's not for us to judge them, but it's for us to learn from them. Learn from them, learn something from them, so we don't make those same mistakes that they had already made and are paying the prices for it. Some people are paying the price tremendously. And make sure that we are living right. Because if we're not living right, we're not in no position to talk about error-free life. We're in no position, not at all, to look at another man and cast a stone on him. No. If you're not, I always say the man who is not born yet is the person that have an error-free life. Because he not conceived, he nowhere yet. He nowhere in the making. So he error-free because he not here. But the man that is on this planet, we're not living no error-free life. Even the children that you see here, they say they innocent. They themselves make mistake. They spill things on the floor or anything. They don't live no error-free life. Even though we say they're innocent, but look at the things they will do. Yeah.
Call you.
Yeah.
Don't call
Okay.
you.
Tell them to call me back. You know what I mean? So we don't cast no stone, people.
Mama, you buy
We
your
have to check
tablet
all of us
down.
have closet. We check our
Hey,
closet.
Mama, buy your tablet
Okay,
down.
I'm gonna go finish up. I'm coming. All right, guys, let me go finish up right here. And this, if you wonder what we say about don't be so hard on yourself, was taken from Romans 8. Excuse me. This was taken from Romans 8 verse 28 and Micah 7 verse 7. So you can go read that up on your for yourself. And remember, your failures can be a source of blessing depending on how that look. Humbling you and giving you the empathy for other people in their weaknesses. So your failures. So when you fail in life, our soul is for us to take accountability for our failures so we can move on. Some of these people in this world will never forgive somebody, but we gotta learn to forgive so we can move on. You won't forget the hurt that they caused you. You won't forget the pain forget the pain that they given to you or that they caused you. But it's very important for us to forgive. Because many of us who don't forgive, we fall short just like these same people that fall short, and we will want forgiveness. So bear that in mind. Yeah. So remember, even when you say, "Oh, I'm not forgiving this person, I'm not this," and no, forgive so you can go move forward with your life. If you don't forgive, you're still lingering with pain and everything. Forgive so you can move forward with your life. Because you never know when you're gonna fumble either. Because even though the man do this to you or the woman do this to you, forgive them so you can get peace. Let God deal with the rest, because He gonna deal with us. Let He deal with the rest. But forgive these people. Pray about it. Even if you don't go to them face to face to say, "I forgive you, but I have nothing to do with you or anything," and you go your ways. Forgive these people so you can have peace in your soul, in yourself, within you. Don't wait till it's too late, then you're gonna say, "I forgive this person." Don't wait till you're on your dying bed, then you say you forgive this person. No. And don't die heartbroken either. Learn to forgive others so you can move on with your life. You see me, I've seen so many people do me wrong and I forgive them. And if I didn't forgive them, I don't know if the blessing that is coming my way, I don't know if it would be in my way. I remember somebody was dying, and before he died, he kept telling me, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." And one day I was young. I was going to school and everything, and the person did me wrong. And before he passed, he said, "I want, excuse me." He make sure every morning he would stand right there, and I would walk past that person like I didn't even see him. You know, when somebody and your mad, you walk past them like you don't see them. Literally, I was young too, and yeah, and I was very young, and that person asked me to forgive them in their height of their sickness. They were sick. And that person stand every day where I was passing to ask me to forgive them. And I used to be hard headed about it. Until one day he stopped again. He insists, he been persistent. He wasn't rude or anything because he was sick, could barely move, but he still find a way. And one day that person saw me again, and I was running late that morning, and I heard a voice say, "Stop and listen to what this person have to say." And he said, "Forgive me. I'm not feeling well, and I don't want to go with you in my heart or anything. I want you to forgive me, find a place." And I turned to the person and I said, "I forgive you." And we move on. And then the next question I asked him was, "How are you feeling?" Because just the look of him could tell he was sick. And you know, a week later he passed. A week later, that person had passed. So it just goes to show that forgiving people is not forgiving them because you want to forgive them, because you want peace within your soul. Don't hold no malice with no one, because that's not good for you, because it's still eating you up. You're still bitter with that thing. But when work on talking to God first, so he can help you through that sorrow, through that pain, through that agony, so you don't have to think about them no more. You don't have to worry about them no more. You don't have to worry and say, "Look at what they did to me," because all of us gonna do wrong to somebody somehow, one way or the other, whether through relationship, through lying, through manipulation, through victimization, through scandalous this, through all kind of something. Somebody, we gonna live one of those walls, to hating on our brothers for no reason, hating our sisters for no reason, causing pain, inflicting wound. We gonna live something. That is a mistake that we made. Correct those mistakes. And that's why it's very important to forgive these people. You will never forget what people do to you, but if you forgive, you can move on and put that aside. Rest assured, you could go throw it in the ocean. Write down all that somebody do to you. Go throw it in the ocean. He said, "Rest assured." So go to the shore and go rest it ashore. Let it rest right there. And forgive them. Their day will come. You see a lot of people being tested, being challenged right now. Their day was coming. So you rest assured, go throw that. Write it down and go throw it in the ocean. He said, "Rest assured, let it rest out there." Because everybody days are coming. But people forgive. We're not going to stay any longer. This was what he said right here. And he said, "Best of all, failure highlights your dependency on me. I am able to bring beauty out of the morass of your mistakes. Trust me and watch to see what I will do." And for the person who do people wrong, please ask God for direction. Please ask him for guidance. Please ask him. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, 1 second, I'm coming. Give me a second. I keep saying I'm coming. Let me just close this off and I'll be right there right now.
This is a pork.
You hear what I said?
This is more pork. I'll flood your kitchen.
You turn it off?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I got to wait that water. Guess what I realized that was? Hot water. So
Okay.
that was kind of.
All right, let me get the mop. The mop in the bathroom.
Don't worry, he didn't flood the whole place out. It's just we went to the water out, so it didn't flood the whole entire place.
Hey, put that down. Throw it in the bin.
Bin?
Yes, in the bin. Didn't I throw that in the bin the other day?
Mama.
All right, let me come on face. So family, we're not going to stay any longer. Thank you all for stopping by. And this is what I want to leave with you guys. Don't be so hard on yourself. Hey, throw down a little bit there. I'm coming, okay? Don't be so hard on yourself. And remember to forgive so you can make peace with yourself. Don't die with nobody in your heart. Don't die sad. Don't die mad. Die happy. Make the best use of your life. And everybody that people do wrong out there, everybody do somebody wrong in this life. As long as you're on this planet, somebody do somebody wrong. Forgive these people so you can move on. Rest assured, go throw it in the ocean and clear your head and everything. And be mindful that even though we're looking at people and we're casting judgment on them, we don't know what our day is going to be looking like. after we cast judgment on people. So rest assured, pay attention, be aware, be a listener, good listener to Christ, so he can direct your path. And sometimes you're going through things and we just wanna tear somebody down because you want to be happy. You can't be happy tearing somebody down. You'll never be happy. Happiness don't come from tearing somebody down. Just remember, happiness comes from you cleansing yourself, go to Christ and live for him. You can't live for mankind and say, yay, I'm happy. Don't be happy because you don't know your story. And if you have children out there, don't cast no stone on any other people, children that you see growing and make their errors. Learn from their mistakes so we can teach our boys. I got boys. You can teach your boys, you can teach your girl children not to do this, not to do that. Listen to you because you see what is happening. Use these as a learning curve to help your boy children. Use these as a learning curve, what you see is happening in society, to teach your girl children right from wrong. Let them know, look at these things, sit down if they're age appropriate. Look at them, let them sit down and see what is happening in society. And let them understand, say, this can be you, this can be us, running around, feeling shame, feeling guilt, and embarrassed. Don't cast a stone on other people's children because we have children. You have boys and you have girls. Talk to them. They're not too young to learn. Just make sure when you're talking to your children, it is age appropriate for them with what is happening in society. Because a lot of us were casting stone on others. But just remember, we have young children. Mine are 4, not 4 yet. They're 3 and 6 going up, and they're boys. I don't know what their mistake is going to be. But what I see mistaken for other people mistake, I can talk to them about. Then they might not, they might still make mistakes in life because mistakes are made to happen. Here they say there is no one on this planet gonna live a free, error-free life. So just bear that in mind. Forgive others so you can move on, and don't cast stone on people, children, to gain or to benefit from it, because your consequences will be greater than the man you cast judgment on. Bear that in mind. And all the females that are out there, all the mothers that have your daughters, talk to your children, talk to your daughters.
Mama,
talk to your children so they can understand. Talk to them. Mothers who have boys like myself, don't be afraid to talk to your boys. I keep saying, even when they're not listening to you, even when they're not listening to you, still talk to them. I remember growing up as a child, and even when we were running away out the house, hey, 1 second. Sorry, I let they go to their playroom. So let me just say this before I leave. Talk to your girl children. Talk to your boy children. Don't be casting stone on nobody children. You see them in the media and they make their errors. They're paying the consequences. They're paying the price. We don't know what price our children is going to pay. We don't know what's going to happen to us in this planet here. We don't know what's going to happen to our children. We don't know the mistake they're going to make. So please, people, use it as a learning curve for your children. Don't just look at the negative and run with it. Don't polish up the negative and feel like if you got children, you're in no position to cast no stone on other people's children. And even if you don't got children, you're in no position to cast no stone because you don't know what your life gonna be. You don't know where you're gonna end up. None of us know. But we see where others end up. So bear that in mind. Bear that in mind. Talk to your young girls. All the girls want the fast life and the flashy life and want to sacrifice their life for something. Have a mind of your own. Work hard, get a good education, stay in school, and you won't have to become a victim of people problem. Fight. Don't be greedy for success. Humble yourself, step by step, climb the ladder. You don't need to fight for success. Success is here. Humble yourself. You don't need to go around and lay here, and when things don't go your way, then we're going to cast stone on other people to punish them. Your punishment is next. Our punishment is next. Bear that in mind. Whether you agree to disagree, that is understandable. But remember, teach our boys, teach our children, because they're going to grow up to become adult and they will become victim of every little thing. Some things are going to happen which is going to be on our control. But it's very important now to start have dialogues with our children, with what's going on in the world. Don't just look at somebody and blame one party, because it take two to tango. From I was a kid till now, I heard that. He said it take two to tango. You can see somebody in a, you ever see a man in a relationship by himself and he mad? No, it take two to tango. So bear that in mind going forward. If you are young children, all the young girls them that like the flashy life and the fast life and would want to lay here, lay there to get money and get quick things, and when somebody promise you this and promise you that and they don't fulfill their end of the bargain because you didn't fulfill yours or something, and you want to make a fool of them, remember your judgment is coming. Bear that in mind. And that's why as parents we have a whole lot to do with our boys. We have a whole lot to do with our girls. And remember, there's two sides to a story and the truth in the middle. Two sides to a story. The female side, the male side. And I believe all sides should be heard, their side. Not just to shut them up, but they all should speak. Okay, sometimes you take one side and you run with it, and probably God on his throne and saying, what? What? Because when you take one side of a story and be more powerful to this side, then the other side is become powerless. Yes, they were powerful when they were doing their thing. Yes, we understand that. But make sure when you are splitting justice, you split it evenly. Where this person was wrong, where that person was wrong. So they understand that. Because in life, we're so quick to cast the stone. But remember, if you have children, you have girl children and you have boy children, don't cast a stone on people children. You see their way, you don't see your way for your children. You don't know what gonna happen to them. You don't know what gonna become of them. It's for us to make it right as parents. Don't just wait for the law to make it right. It's for us to stop distribute. Some of us distribute our children. Stop it. Some of us want the fast life because we're tired of the poor life. Clean up your house with the, whatever you have, and be happy for it. Be merry for it. Cook what you can cook. You don't need to make no sacrifice to your children, and then later on they're guilty about these things. They're embarrassed about these things, so they want to take down the mongoose, the cow, the goat, everything that they were happy with. You just like I said, sometimes when we say things is no longer good for us. Remember I said it a couple of days ago. I said sometimes we say things is no longer good for us. But before, it was good for us because we were happy in it. We were dancing with it. We were embracing it. We were saluting it. We were cheering on. We were laughing. Same way we could do all of those things, we got a mind. And I tell you guys, when I can share some part of my story, I can share it. We all have a mind. So don't let nothing corrupt one mind and just think the other one is just free flow. No, there's no free flow here. We all make error. There's no error-free life. So bear that in mind. Don't wait for the justice system to justify who is wrong from who is right. Let everybody get their day to speak and tell their truth. Because you will hear the truth in between both people speaking. So don't just run with one side of the story and say, oh, this is it. Bear in mind. I was going to say something, but I heard the voice and leave it alone. So we're not going to stay any longer, family. We're going to go and go take care of my boys and everything in the back. But I just wanted to let you know. Talk to your boys, talk to your girls, and don't have them lay right here, you know, because you never know. And when things don't go our way, I know how we can be. When things don't go our way, I know how we can be. So bear that in mind. Start teach our children how to become someone in life, not become what they call it. Don't teach them how to just live off somebody else wealth and then destroy them later. Don't do that, because they were diving in the glory, vasting in everything. Same way you're vasting everything, have a mind of your own. Don't let them dive into people glory, people mess, and then when they realize it's too much now, one day the cup will overflow. You hear the songwriter say, my cup is full and overflow. Pull your children away from these things. Pull them early when you see they're going down the wrong path. If you have to report these things early to law enforcement officers and social, whatever you need to go to, report it early when your children get it out of hand. So therefore, everybody can be on one accord. But don't wait till somebody establish their life and you were bossed in glory. You were happy, you were lavish, you were bragging on your friends and family and everything, and then when push come to shout, you ready to feel like you're the only victim. That person is also a victim too. Because you stab them, they stab you. Whether we like it or not, it's reality. Don't run from it because there's no error-free life. You understand? It takes two to tango. So all the people who want to run from error and run, don't run. But make sure any judgment you're going to cause on other people's children, please make sure you don't have children. Please make sure your womb is not blessed. Because if your womb is blessed, please, we're not in any position because we're growing them even though they're little and they're young and everything. Some of these things I'm hearing where they say people are young. Where is the parents? Where is the greedy parents then? Stop being greedy. I could live a lavish life right now, but if I tell you, I would not be enjoying that lavish life right now. I would be having the D to my name. But anyway, that's for another day and another time when I can dive deep into all of these things. And I'm telling you, have a mind of your own. Teach your children to have a mind of your own. Teach them. First thing I tell my kids right now, use your words. When somebody hit on you, use your words. I know some situation you're going to be in, it's going to be difficult, but you can get out. If you get out and you make it back to your home, there's no need to go back. As if you go back, that means you like entertainment. So there's no need to run back and then casting yourself like you're full on 100% innocent. You're not. Once you escape something and you keep going back, you're not innocent. If you escape the wrath of something and you keep going back, you had an ulterior motive. Just like that person would have an ulterior motive. So don't be diving in something now and think that your glory is over. It's not over because you're going to still live with guilt. Because everybody, even though you're going to come and, I don't care what you're going to shade, you still have some guilt. Because it takes two to tangle. If that man was tangling by himself, then he would have all his problems by himself. Nobody would even hear of them. You understand? So bear that in mind. Walk good. Have a blessed day. Thank you all for tuning in. Bye-bye.